Okay, everybody, we're going to do a bike tour from Reading, Pennsylvania to the Art Museum in Philadelphia. That's day one. We'll take a train down to Lancaster, find a place to stealth camp, and then we're going to go ahead and tour Amish country on day two, then I'll ride home. So let's go. Okay, we're riding down to Philadelphia from just outside of Reading, 65 miles roughly. It's gonna take, I don't know how long, but I have to be at the train station, 30th Street train station by, let's say 6:15 p.m. So 10 hours, I left at 8 a.m., 10 hours to get there. Coming up to the Reading Museum, let's take a pause and talk about what makes a good touring bike. Okay, behind me you see my Cube SL, and that is, well, it's a Kathmandu, and that's a touring bike. It's got flat handlebars here. We have a triple gear on the bottom and a kickstand, which is kind of important when you have your panniers in the back. But let me show you why I love this one. I paid $2,500 on it, and why I classify it as a really great touring bike that I could probably tour anywhere in the world. So the first thing here on the front wheel, we actually have a power generator. So we have this, let me see if I can show you, a Shimano Dyna hub, which runs our lights on the front and our rear light on the back. We have a triple ring and our Dior XT shifters. And here's our triple down there. We have our Grava Frame Bag, which easily fits, you know, my wallet and any snacks and stuff I want to bring along the way. And then the only problem we have with this bike, this touring bike, is that these pannier racks are actually made and welded specifically to this bicycle. You can see here. So when you buy the panniers, you got to buy them from Cube, unless you get the Grava panniers, which have straps and can work with anything. See that? The other great thing I do with my touring bikes is I use a flat pedal, and I use these little pedal extenders here because I am kind of a bigger guy and I like having that space. My hips are pretty wide if you wanted to know that information. And then another thing we see here is our fender guards. If it does rain, it keeps the water in the mud kind of off you and in those fender guards. Now we see here we have RockShox forks. Now with the RockShox forks, you may or may not want that. I like it because it helps with comfort, but if I needed to really distribute my weight better on this touring bike, it makes it difficult. Because really the only thing now I can put on here is a front handlebar bag. I can't really mount front fork bags, or kind of like that pannier setup you see that some touring bicycles have. So this is the Cube, it's going with me. Let's get down the road. I only got 10 hours to do all this filming and get to the train station and get out of Philly and get to Lancaster. Here we go. We made it on the Schuylkill River Trail. All right, 60 miles to go and 9 hours because I wasted time doing videos. I gotta keep an eye on that. Okay, we're 1 hour into our journey on the Schuylkill River Trail. I've gone 8.5 miles in a 10-hour trip, so it's 65 miles. I have to average 6.5 miles per hour. So 8.5 is my beginning. I gave myself lots of time here in the beginning because I want, you know, I have to make sure I have enough time to video shoot, film things, so I can show everybody the journey, stop for some food, spend some time at the Philadelphia Art Museum, show how amazing that place is on the outside and the architecture. But yeah, one hour, 8.5 miles per hour. I need to go a little bit faster. Look, Ma, no hands. I'm so rusty. When you're heading down the Schuylkill River Trail here, out of Reading, it will stop, and you'll see where it actually stops. And we're gonna go ahead and follow this sign, and it says, you can see it, it's kind of sun shining right at us this morning. But we're gonna follow River Road, right here, River Road, Old River Road. And that's gonna take us up to a gas station, and then we'll get back on the trail. So I'll show you that. I just realized I didn't put any sunscreen on today, so stop at the gas station, get some sunscreen, snack to eat, and then we'll keep heading down and I'll show you the next part. As you're on River Road here, we gotta cross the 724. Basically, you just look around for the signs and it'll give you directions, like this one up here. And if anybody wants a free bike, it's right here on River Road. Free bike. Okay, when you get to the end of River Road, you'll make a left, come to this gas station, and to get back on the trail, we just go across the street. I'll show you that now. So we'll just head across the street that way, and you'll reconnect to the trail, and I'll take you to Pottstown. So I need sunscreen and maybe some snacks. Important to eat lots of food while you're bike touring. Now, this is gas station food. The only warning I would say is I did a bike packing race in the Czech Republic, and I got food poisoning at like 300 kilometers in from gas station food in the Czech Republic. So just be careful the kind of gas station food you get. I'm gonna eat this and we're gonna keep heading down the road, get to Pottstown. Finished my gas station gut bomb. And up here we see this power factory. We're gonna make it right. One of the great things about the Schuylkill River Trail and the Greenway Trail system is they're always improving it. So I lived with the family in Germany for 2 years. We came from this area to move to Europe, and then we moved back. And in that time, they built the bridge over the 724, which is great because this was really a hazardous area. You had to go down at a steep decline using a lot of your brakes, cross over a blind turn on both directions, and then climb a very steep hill. But they actually built the bridge here, spent some money, and it's just a fantastic addition to the SRT, the Schuylkill River Trail. We are 2 hours in, 17 miles still. I'm still going 8.5 miles per hour, and I'm purposely going casually because no point in rushing it. It's not a race. But that gives us a little bit of time in Philadelphia before we have to catch our train around 6:30. All right, almost to Pottstown. All right, we made it to Pottstown. It's like 23, 24 miles. Yeah, great ride so far. So in Pottstown, I'll show you, see if I can show you with the drone, but you have to get off the trail. The trail ends, and then you gotta take the streets. And there's the 724, which I despise. It's a very dangerous road for bicyclists, and that's why I'm glad we have the Schuylkill River Trail. But don't take the 724, go up further, and then take an easterly street, and that'll get you back in. So I'll try to do a drone shot and put a map up to show you where you have to go to get reconnected to the trail as you're heading towards Philadelphia. third hour, we did 7.5 miles, just got outside of Pottstown. And as long as I stay above 6.5 miles per hour, we're good. So I'll put my Strava file up so you can see where to turn out at Pottstown. You can just go, make kind of a right, go across the river, go over, you know, underneath the 422, over the 724, and then the next street up the hill, you make a left. A couple roads down, you come back down, you're right on it. So next up is Phoenixville, and we're just gonna kind of enjoy our ride. Now, when you're riding a touring bike, it's like driving a big semi truck, really. It's not meant to be fast, so you're not gonna be averaging 16, 17 miles an hour. With the front dynamo hub, the one that's generating electricity for my front light and my rear red lights, that's going to take like 1.3 miles per hour off your total speed to generate that power. So it's really not a big deal because it's touring. We're just checking things out. This is not a race. What an amazing trail system. I mean, you just don't find this anywhere else in the United States. Not to this extent, not hundreds of miles of trails like this that are paved, unpaved. It's just really amazing that we get to enjoy something like this. The other great thing here is on the trail from Redding down to like Phoenixville, it's like 80% shade. You have all these trees around you, helping give you some shade, keep you cool. It's very nice. So right over where you can see the nuclear power plant here, we also have a rest stop with these old historical buildings here, which is a great place to stop and take a break if you need to. And they have bicycle racks, but this is called Frick's Lock Trailhead as we head towards Phoenixville. So another cool thing about the Schuylkill River Trail is we have these bike repair stations. So you put your bicycle seat right above here, and that little bar that attaches your bicycle seat goes inside. And then down below, we have the various tools that you would need to repair your bicycle. And we also have a nice map on this repair station showing us where we're at. And finally, we have a bicycle pump on the trail system to fill our tires up if we got a flat. So this is a great idea, a great thing we see on the SRT. In Phoenixville, only got like 24 miles to go to get to the stadium, and it's almost noon, or no, it's 12:30. Man, Phoenixville, I haven't been here in like 4 or 5 years. Wow, they got tons of new construction, restaurants. It looks really good. I see Iron Hill Brewery up there. See all that restaurants, Iron Hill Brewery. There's like another living space over there with a nice little bridge. Man, Phoenixville is like up and coming. Holy cows, I gotta come back here with the family and check this out. Okay, we're gonna push on further to a shopping center where we can stop, and I need to stop and get something to eat. I don't think I'll sit down. I think I'll just try to get something quick. And yeah, let's get going. So after Phoenixville, you get to this other trail. You have to cross a busy street, but it's called the Canal Locks. So you can see next to me, which is part of the big canal system we had, you know, 250 years ago, moving supplies in and out of, from the industrial region into the Philadelphia region. And yeah, it's amazing that some of these locks still exist, and they have houses and some piers and things like that on the locks. We're still on the trail, but we're gonna make a detour. So when you see this railroad bridge behind me, as you come out of Phoenixville, get past the locks, stay on the Schuylkill River Trail, you're just gonna take that up, and there's a Wendy's, coffee shop, Dunkin' Donuts and stuff that you can take up there. So, all right, let's go get something to eat. Hello. Yeah, I stopped by Wendy's so I can get a high fat, high carb, high energy meal. There we go, keep fueling the legs. Got to keep eating food. So we're getting close. I'll take a minute here to eat and we'll keep going, get back on the trail. Okay, we're back on the trail. Next up, Valley Forge. So we have a great sign system here for the trail. As you can see, you come up and you want to take the Schuylkill River Trail, Valley Forge, so we got to go up and around. But there's also huge trails, Perkins Trail. We headed that way, go quite a while up to the north. But we're going to take the Schuylkill River Trail. As we head into the Valley Forge area, we just have this beautiful straight line, shade covered path. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous day today. Take a look. I would love to stop in Valley Forge, but we are just running out of time. I got 4.5 hours until I got to get my train, and I do want to spend some time getting photos at the museum and see the Rocky statue and see if my jello legs can run up the Rocky stairs or the art museum stairs. Okay, we made it to Norristown. So we are here in Norristown. So we're almost there. Look at the map over here. Reading's up here. Went through Douglasville, Pottstown, Royersford, or Spring City, Phoenixville, past King of Prussia, and now we're coming up to Norristown, and then Conshohocken, Manayuk, and then the Museum of Art. So we're close. Just taking it easy. See, we are now 2 p.m. We started at 8 a.m. and I have 4 hours and 15 minutes to be to the train station. So I don't know how far that is, but maybe 15 miles. It's not too bad. Okay. Give my legs a break. I got palms are sweaty, legs are spaghetti. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So we're going like 10 miles per hour. This is 3 p.m. Just outside of Manayuk, which means I should be really close to downtown, or at least to the art museum, which is where I'm going. So we're now back on a dirt trail, which is turning into a paved trail, and everything's great. Trail's easy. It's safe. No worries. A little bumpy at times, but in the dirt parts, but yeah, let's keep going. After 67 miles, made it to the Philadelphia Art Museum. Yes. 3:45. And we made it to the Rocky statue. Let me get a close up. Look at that parkway. Man, after riding 67 miles, can I run up the Rocky step? The steps, I think there's like 72. Let's go. Just gonna take them 2 at a time. Okay, I'm taking a break on a park bench. I still got some time to get to the train station. I've only lived in this area for 6, 7 years maybe. And not a huge fan of cheesesteak. It would be good for the video, Philly cheesesteak, but I don't know, we'll see. I'm just gonna chillax and we check out that 30th Street train station. Been there once, it's a really amazing place. We're at the 30th Street train station and look at that, man. I love this architecture. Let's go check it out closer. Then check this out as we walk in.
And tracks carrying baggage policy allows passenger not to exceed pounds.
See, it's amazing.
The last car, please remember your quiet cards for the talking cell phone use. If you require headphones. You'll find 2 restrooms in every car, trestles in each car. There is no food service where this train does smoking or vaping on Amtrak trains. You do have a full train list. If you're looking for seats, please make all seating available. Thank you for Amtrak Houston, change 653, straight right.
Unfortunately, this is the beginning of a catastrophic failure of my GoPro 11 media case. So before I get to that, let me just tell you, I got off the train. It was great to put everything onto the train. I had no issues with the bicycle loading into the train. It was pretty easy. You take your front wheel off, you hook the bike up, take your panniers, bags it off and everything. And then there's plenty of room on your pannier bag, above your seat for your pannier bags. The problem I had at the end of this trip is the train was like 45 minutes late getting into Lancaster. So I don't like doing stealth camping when it's dark already. And I don't like riding on the roads when it's dark, especially in the city. So I went about half a mile to the north and I got a really cheap motel room, stayed there, and then proceeded to what I thought was record the rest of my day 2 journey in Amish country. But I had no idea that the media mod was failing and that the microphone was not working. And at one point, the entire thing, as I was recharging the camera with the media mod handle, which it comes with a battery, so you can charge your camera and get extended life, the whole thing just shut down and I had to start using my cell phone. So it's really a disjointed effort on day 2 to try to capture media, which is fine because it's a great practice run for me going down to Amish country and doing like a more comprehensive tour, bridge tour, food tour, Amish country tour. And maybe I can use some of that video footage since the video was still working and the microphone was not. Maybe I can use some of that footage and add it to the next Amish country tour. And I'll probably take my gravel or road bike so I can do it a bit quicker since the touring bike, you know, usually I average like 8 to 10 miles per hour with all that weight. I can zip through Amish country a lot quicker with a gravel bike or a road bike. So thanks for watching, everybody. It's an amazing journey. You can start in Reading, Pennsylvania, or near the Reading Hospital in Wyomissing, and you can get all the way down to the art museum, and you could stay in Philadelphia overnight and just enjoy the city if you wanted to, and then come all the way back if that's what you want to do. I find going down, I find the trip back quite boring because you've already done it. So I thought it'd be a great idea just to take a train from the 30th Street train station to Lancaster, and then from Lancaster make that circle back up. And that was way more interesting doing that instead of doing an out and back. So I plan on doing more trips like that. It would be amazing to go to Pittsburgh, ride to Pittsburgh from Reading, and then take a train back from Pittsburgh into Lancaster and then go home. So I have more trips coming. There's more things to see. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to click and subscribe. Click like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll get some more videos out as soon as I can. Bye.